the eternal civilization. A civilization that endured for more than 3,000 years. 3 millennia of continuous history, longer than the Christian era and Islam combined. Longer than any empire the world has ever known. This was the civilization that produced the greatest monuments humanity has ever seen. The pyramids, still standing after more than 4,500 years. A civilization that invented writing, medicine, and advanced architectural engineering. A civilization that believed in eternity, so its kings built eternal tombs for themselves. Ancient Egypt, the land of the Pharaohs. When you hear the word Pharaoh, you imagine a mighty king wearing the double crown, holding 2 scepters, ruling with absolute power. And this is true. But the story runs deeper. The Pharaohs were not merely kings, they were living gods on earth. According to ancient Egyptian belief, the Pharaoh was the intermediary between humans and the gods. He was the guardian of Ma'at. Today, we will tell the story of this great civilization. We cannot cover 3,000 years in detail, but we will relive its most defining moments. We will meet the greatest pharaohs. We will understand how they lived, how they ruled, and how they died. From Narmer, Menes, the warrior who united Egypt, to Cleopatra VII, who witnessed its end. From the builders of the pyramids to the warriors of empire. From the queen who became pharaoh to the boy king who ruled for only a few years, yet whose tomb became the most famous archaeological discovery in history. The setting is Egypt, northeastern Africa, on the banks of the Nile River. The timeline, from about 3100 BCE to 30 BCE, more than 3,000 years of continuous civilization. But before we begin, one question must be asked. Why Egypt? Why did this place in particular become the cradle of one of the greatest civilizations in history? The answer is simple: the Nile. The Nile is not just a river. It is life itself. In the heart of a barren desert, a great river flows from south to north. It carries water and fertile mud. Every year, during the flood season, the Nile overflows its banks, covering the surrounding lands with a layer of rich black soil. When the waters recede, the land remains ready for agriculture. A natural miracle, repeated every year. Egypt became the breadbasket of the ancient world. Its vast agricultural wealth allowed the rise of a great civilization. The Egyptians called their country Kemet Desheret. Egypt was a paradise in the midst of desolation, protected by deserts to the east and west, the sea to the north, and the cataracts of the Nile to the south. Natural barriers that shielded it, allowing civilization to flourish in relative security for millennia. This is not merely a story of kings and battles. It is the story of how human beings built greatness out of nothing. A story of ambition, creativity, faith, and the pursuit of eternity. It is a story filled with lessons in leadership, in management, in engineering, in art. Lessons that continue to inspire us to this day.